From its inception, the Eastern Counties Railway planned a route linking London and Norwich that would take it via Romford. Two routes were considered, that of the current line and an alternative going through Ilford at Cranbrook Road, then passing to Gidea Hall, crossing Romford Common, approximately following the route of the current A12, before returning to the current railway line at Brentford. When the line was constructed, the first Romford station opened on the 20th of June 1839 as a single island platform located to the west of Waterloo Road and formed the eastern terminus of the initial part of the Eastern Counties Railway from Mile End. Both stations acted as temporary termini, with the line extending east to Brentwood and west to Shoreditch in 1840. In 1844, the station was relocated to its current position, some 400 metres east of the original, and about this time the gauge of the ECR was changed from 5-inch to standard gauge of 4 foot 8.5. In 1860, the station was remodelled with platforms on either side of the line, with access to the new stations by a covered walkway from South Street to the London-bound platform and via an open slope and steps from the county-bound platform. Soon after this, a connection was made from the goods depot, which was situated to the south of the station, through a tunnel under the line to the Ind Coop Brewery. Other non-passenger traffic, including goods into the Romford gasworks and cattle pens, were accessed from St Andrews Road, necessary due to the cattle market held in Romford every Wednesday. The construction of Tilbury docks in 1850s gave expanded opportunities for rail traffic, and 3 proposals were made for a railway linking Romford to Tilbury. That from the London, Tilbury and Southend Railway was successful, and on the 7th of June 1893 the LT&S opened a station in Romford on their line to Upminster, a link from Upminster to Grays on the LT&S line to Tilbury having already opened in 1892. The LT&S had hoped to negotiate with the Great Eastern Railway to use their station, but concerns over fast trains led to the GER declining, and a completely new station was built with a single platform and an entrance on the opposite side of South Street to the GER. A footbridge was built to connect these two stations, but was often closed during the day. In the 1930s, increased traffic on the line led to 2 additional tracks being added on the north side, the line having been quadrupled to a point east of Romford previously in 1901. This gave the LNER station 4 platforms, and this became 5 platforms when, in 1934, the entrance to the later London, Midland and Scottish Railway station was closed, and access to the single platform achieved by a footbridge from the main station platforms. Electric trains started running on the line from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield in 1949, giving Romford 15 peak trains per hour during peak hours to London and 6 trains per hour off-peak, a pattern which continued for over half a century. So we shall get things started at the present day Romford with 345017, working the 0825 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. Catching us very much by surprise is 345042, working the 0831 TfL rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield. Next train due depart is 321434 and 321314, with the slightly delayed 0828 Greater Anglia service from Harwich International to London Liverpool Street. With trains crossing here to access the slow lines, 321424 and 322482 pass through, working 1 November 12 from London Liverpool Street to Clacton-on-Sea. Next to depart is 345005, working the slightly delayed 0832 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. Getting just that little bit flirty is 745006, working the slightly delayed 1P13 from Norwich to London Liverpool Street. Next out is 345013, working the 0840 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. We take a brief sit down as 745003 passes, working 1P12 from London Liverpool Street to Norwich.
TfL rail service to London Liverpool Street. If you see something that
and passing in the opposite direction, 72517 and 72522, working 1 Foxtrot 21 from Braintree to London Liverpool Street.
Sorted. Whilst waiting for your train, please start the arrive at platform 5 will be the 0846 TfL rail service to Shenfield, calling at Gidea Park, Haroldwood, Brentwood and Shenfield. This train is called...
And as that passes through the station, 345014 arrives, working the slightly delayed 0846 TfL rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield.
Platform 5 was the 0846 TfL rail service clear of the edge of
Next
the
through the
platform
slow
as the
lines is
approach
321
train
303 and
does not stop
321 320. Working 1K20 from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria.
here. London travelling. There is no
Next into the station is 321 315 and 321 410. Working the 0851 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Colchester Town. As 345022 arrives at Romford, working the 0854 TfL rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield, 321 322 and 321 331 depart, working the slightly delayed 0853 Greater Anglia service from Southend Victoria to London Liverpool Street. And here comes our train in the form of 345007, working the slightly delayed 0855 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. Good old 7 villages. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, click on the 2 videos here at the end screen. Helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new and got this far. And we'll see you all in the next video, folks, wherever that may take us. We'll see you then, folks.